guys, what's up? How are you? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. I am just over the moon, unbelievably excited for today's video. I'm also a little nervous. I don't love reviewing influencer brands because if I don't like it, I feel bad. I'm not gonna lie. But today we're gonna be doing live swatches on the eyes as well as a tutorial with the new Tati Beauty Palette. Now, the reason why I feel good doing this review is because I believe that Tati truly is someone who actually takes feedback. And if I have anything to say about the palette, I think she wouldn't take it as an insult or as me being mean. I 100% genuinely believe Tati is the type of person who wants a real, authentic, worthy brand. She wants something great. She's not in it for a quick money grab, you know what I mean? I really believe that she would take the feedback and, you know, put it to good use and actually listen to it and actually really apply it and, you know, take it into consideration with maybe the next line of products she comes out with or the next collection or the next palette, you know what I mean? So anyway, like I said, today we're doing a tutorial in eye swatches of the Tati Beauty Palette. I just got my PR package in the mail. I was shocked that I was even getting one. I have met Tati once and it was, honest to God, the best like experience, like meeting another influencer. And I'm just really honored that she would send me this. And you guys, I have to read you this card. By the way, I do love this PR package. I love that it's small, it's sleek. I'm gonna keep it forever. It looks like a book. But she did write a little card in here. The card says, SHAE, you are one of the brightest hearts on the platform. Dang it, I'm gonna cry. I cried when I read this. You work hard, you're strong, but also kind. It just flows right through you. The effort you put in your videos has always impressed me, and if I can ever help you in any way, don't hesitate to reach out. P.S. You are a stunning bride. XO's Tati. I'm actually gonna cry. That like means a lot to me. Oh God, I gotta get over this. It just meant a lot to me. So Tati, if you see this, thank you. That is just the kindest thing. It's right here. The kindest thing that's ever been said to me from another influencer is like right here in my hands. I can't believe it. And I actually have not opened up this palette and looked at it yet, you guys. I wanted to do it like right here with you. I know a lot of you already have yours. I know this has sold out already. Congratulations, Tati. So this is the first time I'm seeing it right here with you guys. I love the soft matte packaging. I will say, I wasn't sure when I saw photos originally. I was kind of like, honestly, it kind of looked like a Morphe palette. No, this is like so much more luxe. It feels amazing. I did watch Tati's video. I love the way she described the palette. She said, yes, you know, the soft matte black packaging, it will get dirty. It will. And she said she kind of went back and forth on the concept, but she kind of described it as like, you know, your favorite old pair of worn out jeans. You know, you live in them, you love them, and they get dirty and worn out. So I kind of really liked that about the palette. I was like, oh yeah, you know, she's right. It means you're enjoying it and you're loving it. Tati Beauty, Volume 1. I cannot wait to see what volumes will be next. I bet she's already working on them. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, that's a huge mirror. It is a huge mirror. I know you guys have already seen all these details, so I'm not going to take super long rambling on about it. I love that it can fold because I do typically hold my palettes like this. Here are all the beautiful colors. I'm sorry, I can't stop staring at those glitters. This is a really interesting concept Tati has done here. I love the way she just really divided color families. It's just a group name of color families and then it's in different formulas. So yeah, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to start the tutorial. I'm gonna do this kind of fast forward mode so we're not here forever. And this is gonna be a long video. This is a lot of eyeshadows to swatch on my eyes. So I wanna make this as quick and easy for you guys. So I'm gonna just do the tutorial right now and then we'll talk about how the shadows work together, blend together after my look is done, and then we'll move into the eye swatches.
We had something. Tonight I'll be guessing, but I don't really have a case. You don't have to mention, you just like their attention. It's written all over your face.
Alright, you guys, so we're done with the tutorial portion of this video. What do you guys think? I love this eye makeup so very much. Oh my God. It is beautiful. In my opinion, I think it's a beautiful look. The colors are gorgeous. And I'm going to tell you, with the very first shadow I tried, the creamy shade I put on my highlight bone area, first thing I thought was Inglot. I immediately, for some reason, was reminded of or just kind of felt like I was using Inglot shadows. The way that cream shade, the cream matte, is so freaking pigmented is unbelievable. I mean, all of them are so pigmented. They blended beautifully, and I can't say it enough, they 100% remind me of Inglot quality shadows, which is really exciting. She should be really proud. She should be really proud. So yeah, you guys, first impression, I'm excited, I'm ecstatic, I love it. It's pigmented, it's beautiful, but we need to get to these eye swatches because I'm dying to try all of these out. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this and we will get on to my eye swatches. All right, are we ready to live swatch? I am so ready. I haven't put my hair up because I'm not messing around. It is game time, all right? She really did be in here putting the blacks like starting on the palette. Did I just fuck it up? No, I didn't. So normally I would just start like with the first row, but the first row is all blacks, and that is a mess usually, swatching blacks. Now we don't know how these are gonna go yet, but I'm gonna save the black row to the very end because that's when I start to look real effing weird, if I can say so. So we're gonna start with the creamy shades before any possible lid stainage, things like that. You know, I don't know yet if they're gonna stain, so I'd rather just start fresh, and then we'll probably go through as normal. So sorry, this is a little weird starting out. So first we're gonna pop into Matte Aura, and I do just have a little concealer and setting powder on my lid to start this out. And again, this is the shade that made me think Inglot. Specifically because I remember when I built my first ever Inglot palette, and I did get like a creamy shade like this, and the minute you put it on the lid, it was so pigmented and so just full of color that it always stuck out to me. And this really did the exact same thing. You guys can see, I mean, you could build this to be so light and creamy if you wanted to, or you can, you know, sheer it out and do whatever, but it is extremely pigmented. It was beautiful on the brow bone. It's nice and bright and creamy and pigmented, and yeah, it's great. There's not much to say about it. So this is Aura. Next up is Aura in the Sequin formula. Now you guys know how I feel about Sequin formulas. They're not always my favorite. It's kind of like a matte shadow with flecks of glitter suspended in it. And Tati did make it a point to say in her video that you really need to firmly press these shadows into the lid so you don't lose the sparkle, because I think the sparkle always leaves. It just does. I feel like these shadows can't work. But maybe Tati perfected the Sequin formula. We're gonna give it a go. Can I say what else is really funny? I've always kind of called these formulas a Sequin formula, and I didn't know that that is legit like what they're called. I thought I just kind of like made that up, but I guess I didn't. It's extremely pigmented, and I will say I absolutely can see the sparkle on the lid. My problem always is, are they going to actually last or fall out? I know it's almost going to be impossible to tell on camera, but I do see the little pink sparkles everywhere. It's hard to know right now if they're going to stay since we're just live swatching, but I am excited to try, actually specifically, the minute I opened this palette, the Soothe shade in Sequin, this one just like stuck out to me. It's a beautiful camel color with that sequin type of glitter. I'm excited to wear that one like for a full day and see if the sparkle stays. As of right now, I can't really say whether it does or not, but I do see it on the lid in Aura Sequence. So next we're getting into Aura Metallic. We're first gonna start with a dry brush. This is my Sigma Cream Color E58 brush. It is my favorite brush for cream shadows, metallic shadows, glitter shadows. So first trying it dry. Oh, wow, what a marvelous glow. Did I just use the word marvelous? I don't know why that seems so weird to me. This is beautiful. Oh my god. Looking at this shadow in the pan, it didn't blow my skirt up or anything. I wasn't like, okay, so excited to try this one, like not at all. But dang, it has the most beautiful sheen and it's just being applied dry. That's exciting. All right, let's wet the brush now and see if that really spices things up a bit, eh? All right, let's see. Oh yeah, wow, that definitely amplified the glow, as it should if it's a, you know, metallic shadow. Usually any type of wet or tacky base or a wet brush will amplify it, but yeah, it definitely did. If I wanted the boldness, I would use it with a wet brush, but I almost preferred the dry version. They're both great, but I loved the subtlety, yet the power that applying it with a dry brush had. And then lastly in the Aura row, we are getting into the glitter, which I'm obviously so excited about. From far away, I think like just even looking in my screen here, it looks like it's just almost like a champagne-y glitter, but I'm telling you guys in person, I don't know if it's gonna pick up on it. God, it's beautiful. In person, it's not not just silver or it's not just champagne. There's pink, lavender, a little rose gold, green, blue. There's a lot of colors to this glitter, and I'm just telling you, the camera will never do it justice. You have to see this in person to see all the beautiful colors. Go ahead and pop this on the eye. Now as I'm doing this, I do want to talk about something. If you have not watched Tati's video yet, definitely go watch her reveal video. I know I'm a little late. I got mine, you know, much later than everybody else, which is no biggie at all. So you probably have already watched her video, but if you haven't, she explains glitter in eyeshadow palettes so well. It's something I always try to put into words and I just can't. So that's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's glitter. I mean, hello. It's always going to be beautiful. But as you guys know, glitter isn't the best on the eye, and that's because people could rub it in their eye and injure themselves. If you're going to use glitter on your eyes, just like Tati said, don't rub it in, don't put it on the lash line, don't put it on the waterline. Be safe with it. There does have to be a warning because some people do hurt themselves with glitter because they're not applying it properly or removing it properly. If you choose to use these on your eyes, you can. Just do it properly. Do it safely. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump to the Ritual line. Again, we're saving this first column for the end because it's probably going to be a mess and I don't want to clean all that up. We are starting with Ritual Matte. I love this concept of like staying within the color families, just changing the finishes. I do think that's really brilliant. And I'm a little shocked that no one's done it before. Like Tati, that's awesome. I loved this brown. Oh my God. When I used this in the beginning of the video in the tutorial portion, it was so pigmented. It is, look at that. It's just beautiful. It's deep, it's chocolatey, and it is pigmented. It is blendable. Oh, I can't even tell you guys. I'm such a fan. You know, I love my dark shadows and I love chocolaties or espresso browns, and this is just the perfect fusion of both of those things. And I'm sorry there's glitter on my face. It's gonna be really tricky removing all the glitter every time I swatch the glitter shadows, so I apologize for that. I know we've only tried like one row and it was all the creams, but this shadow is one of my favorites of the palette because I just love the tones in it. It's beautiful. So there is Ritual Matte. So next we're going into Ritual Sequin. Again, one of these sequin shadows. I'm excited to see, now that this is kind of a deeper color than Aura Sequin, I'm excited to see how this one shows up on the lid because Aura, with it being so light, it was a little hard to tell if the glitters were really there. So I'm still trying to figure out if this is different enough from the other sequin shades we've seen in, say, ColourPop palettes. And I'm trying to be mindful to pack and really press that on as Tati instructed us to do with this formula. I love the color of this eyeshadow, and I do see some sparkle, not a lot. I'm pretty sure most of it is falling onto my face right now. It's just slightly there on the actual eyelid. I just want to swatch. It's just, see, you see it so much more on a swatch, or when you, just like this, you can see it a ton more. Oh my God. It just does not transfer like that on the eye. Do you need to maybe use your fingers for these shades? I don't remember her saying that specifically, but maybe I missed it. If I press it in with my finger, will it get better? A little bit, but it just does not look like that whatsoever. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I will say, and Tati could have said this in her video and perhaps I just missed it. I watched that video like 3 times because I didn't want to miss anything, but maybe I missed it. It seems, yeah, I'm having much better luck at keeping that glitter when I use my fingers. I'm gonna need to keep playing with this sequence formula. I'll probably film another tutorial tomorrow because I want to get right back into this. I want to make these work because I love how that looks. I think that's absolutely stunning. Next, we're getting into one of my other favorite shadows, you guys. Honestly, this Ritual column I think will forever be my favorite. I just love browns. I'm taking that with my E58 cream color brush again because it's so great for these metallics. Starting with a dry brush. This is so yummy and chocolatey. I love the metallic finish. It has a little bit of copper tone to it as well. Copper tone! Isn't that like the sunscreen line with the little baby and the little doggy? It's another one of those shades that I love just as much on a dry brush. I think that's really, really pretty. Now let's try it with a wet brush. Ooh, yes. I mean, I already knew what this was gonna look like because I did use this wet in the tutorial portion of the video. The tone gets a little richer. It doesn't get super like fiery coppery, and that's what I like about it. I feel like sometimes coppers are so loudly copper that it just almost goes orange. This one is, oh, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. This is probably my favorite metallic, and I think it's gonna stay my favorite metallic throughout the whole palette. This is a shade I would wear 1,000 times over. It is rich without being too loud. It's glamorous without being too much. It's just stunning. And next up, of course, we have Ritual Glitter. Yes. This one, again, we already tried. I know that I love it. I mean, look at that. It is so beautiful. In comparison to like a ColourPop glitter, you know those glitters that are in their palettes sometimes and they're a little creamy like this? This one almost, in my opinion, I would say this is better than the ColourPop ones. And that's hard for me to say. You know, ColourPop is just like my life. I love them so much. I love their makeup so much. This, however, the glitter is so concentrated. It's just like, it's opaque. It's absolutely wonderful. This color is unique in my opinion, and it's something that I will love, 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 love to use. But again, use them carefully. I live swatch glitters on my eyes and I never hurt myself, so you just gotta make sure you're doing it properly. There is Ritual Glitter Formula. So next we're getting into the Story row, starting with the matte shade. Hacking that on with my Sigma E55 shading brush. It's a very, very, very warm orange, obviously, but there's like a reddish brown in there. It's not straight up pumpkin-y candy corn orange. I don't know if it's a little more muted or is it a little deeper. I know on camera it just looks orange, but I'm telling you guys in person, it doesn't look just orange. But yeah, it's beautiful. It's nice and matte. It's pigmented. It's opaque. It went on easy. Guys, I'm loving this shadow formula. I really, really am. I'm really excited to use this palette more. Real quick, I wanted to tell you guys what is on my lips. I use the Victoria Beckham lip liner. I've lost it in the shade number 1. And then I topped it with Joyride from Huda Beauty. It is one of my favorite Huda Beauty lipsticks. So next we're getting into the sequin formula of Story. I want to mix it up and I want to try this with my finger to see if we can get more of that shimmer actually onto the lid. And perhaps a brush is just not the best way to apply it. I don't want to steer you guys wrong and say, you know, it's not working. I want to try all options. So let's apply it with the finger and see how that does. Wow, interesting. Already I'm seeing a lot more shimmer stick than what was happening with the brush. So that's really interesting. You guys can actually see it, right? I can actually see it. I think it's gonna be the best way to apply these shadows is probably with your finger. I think for some reason that firmness kind of holds the glitter or the sparkle there. Next, we're getting into Story Metallic. Tati did say this is the most textured of the metallic formulas. And I think she said she really, really digs this one. I mean, I'm sure she loves them all. I think she described this one as being very juicy. If I'm mistaken, I apologize. But whoa, my goodness. Let's remind ourselves this is with a dry brush. My lord, that is very juicy. I feel like, I was just mentioning this in another ColourPop video, I think, that I feel a lot of times brands almost think of like a NARS Orgasm type of eyeshadow. In like every single palette that comes out, there's almost always some type of like corally pink with a gold reflex to it. Now this is not exactly that. This has more of that orange in it than it does the corally pink. So I'm not applying that. In fact, I don't know why I'm bringing it up. I think I was bringing it up to tell you guys, I don't think this is exactly the same thing as that. And it is a little grittier when you feel it. It is definitely more textured. I'm excited by it. I really like those tones. I think that's pretty. I'm excited to see what it looks like with a wet brush. So let's go ahead and spray it. If you guys are curious, I'm just using my Smashbox, you know, water spray thing. I always use these. Oh yeah. Kind of just gives it that liquid metal look, doesn't it? It really pulls out those gold tones. You start seeing more of that gold, I think, than you do the orange. God, this one is beautiful. Oh my goodness. I don't ever really care for shades like this very much at all, but there's something about this one that I love, and I think it's just that intense, fiery, yellowy gold in there. It's almost like a NARS Orgasm on crack, and much, much richer in color. And lastly, of course, we're getting into Story Glitter. This looks amazing. Ooh, it's like a firecracker. Lots of coppery, orangey, and then some peachy rose gold glitter as well. Oh my goodness, it's just so beautiful. Is there anything better than glitter? Oh my god, it's just so wonderful. Is glitter bad for the planet? This is like a genuine question. I actually need to know because that'll devastate me. It can't be good, right? Is anything even good for the planet anymore? I don't think so. So upsetting. Anyway, it's beautiful! So next, getting into the Soothe row, we're first going to start with Soothe Matte. All right, so let's pack on Soothe. Beautiful transition shade. Oh, my husband's calling! I get to say husband now. Isn't that fun? Oh, it's my dad. Never mind. That is soothing. Oh, what a beautiful transition shade. Oh gosh, it's pigmented, you guys. There's not much to say about this. It's gonna be beautiful. Blend shades out with. You can make some beautiful eyes with this. You could wear it alone. It's gorgeous. All right, you guys, so it's time for Soothe Sequin. Soothe Sequin. I told you this was the one I was really excited to get into because it looked like a beautiful camel brown or tan, but with like a really rich yellowy gold sparkle. And again, I'm gonna try it with the finger, you know, technique to see if we can get that glimmer to really pop. Just pressing it in there. Oh yeah, see, now I really see it. And the glitter is so fine, so that's why I'm almost worried that it won't show up on camera, but I'm telling you, I can see it in person and it's beautiful. Why do I love this color so much? I don't know. The minute I laid eyes on it, I knew I was gonna love it. And with that glitter in there, it is really pretty. I'm gonna rewatch Tati's video after I finish filming mine because I just can't remember if she said to apply these with a brush or a finger. But just in my personal experience, you guys, I'm just letting you know, if you want to keep that glitter, I'm having the best luck by using my finger. So, I mean, that's that. It goes on easy. It's very pigmented and there's a little bit of sparkle. You can't see it a ton, but I can tell you that it definitely did grab to the lid. So. All right, we're getting into the metallic formula of the Soothe column. As we do, we're first going in with a dry brush. So this is a really pretty, almost like natural gold, if that makes sense. Or I guess like a tan gold. You guys know I'm not great at my color description. I just know like, that's beautiful, or I hate that. But I like this. I love how subtle it is. Let's now try Soothe with a wet brush. It's hard to imagine that it's even going to intensify it at all because I thought that was gorgeous. Oh, but look at that. Oh, are any of you, I'm sure a lot of you are, I know it's a really popular show, but are you guys fans of Flip or Flop? When I'm like editing, if I have like a late night, oh wow, that's really like poppin', isn't it? Wow. If I have a late editing night, I just binge random TV shows that I've watched 1,000 times because I need something like I don't really need to pay attention to. But anyway, I'm re-binging it for like the 100th time and I'm on like season 2. Their tastes have changed so much. The way they used to design houses like today are so tacky. Like everything's like brown and yellow and gold and icky. This is gorgeous. Look how it's glowing. Honest to God, I didn't think this shade could get any better. I really loved it just plain. But this one I do prefer with a wet brush. It really gave it that pop. It enhanced the glow. It enhanced the pigmentation. I love how it almost looks wet. It is stunning, you guys. So there is the shade Soothe in a metallic formula. Lastly, in the Soothe row, we have the glitter. This one really just kind of looks like a really pale gold. I don't notice any other color sparkle in there, but woo! Tati, I love this palette. I just love having a palette with like all the basics we need, but also pops of color and glitter. Like, are you kidding me? She really did this up, fam. She did this the best way. This is the Soothe glitter, you guys. Let me know what you think. Not super fancy, not super unique, but it'll come in handy if you want some glitter. It's gonna be a great topper for any of these shades. I'm really excited for this row, you guys. We are going into the Poet row. First starting with the matte. Oh, wow, she is pigmented. My God. Less is really more with these shadows, you guys. You do not need a ton of product. This is like a delicious little raspberry color. I love the depth of it. I was worried it was gonna be too bright, but it's really not. You could have a lot of fun with this color. Oh, I love how there's no patchiness. It makes me so happy. Job well done, Tati. Oh my goodness. That was applied a little roughly. Sorry, it's getting a little late, you guys. I'm getting a little rough, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, sultry, deep raspberry. It's not as bright. When you look at it in the pan, you're like, oh my God, how would I ever wear that? It's not that bright. You could use this a million different ways, especially with all of these shades. You could have a lot of fun with this. Even mixing Poet with something like Ritual, it just transforms the shadows and it makes it something just smoky and sexy, but yet vibrant still, which I love. So next we're getting into the shade, oh, again, Poet. I keep looking for shade names. That's something I will have to get used to, but Poet in the Sequin formula. And again, just because I've had the best luck doing it this way, we're going to use the finger. This is that beautiful raspberry shade, but it has gorgeous blue shimmer in there. Really hoping this one sticks. I dropped my mirror, damn it. Popping that on. Oh yeah, you guys, just, look at that. Use your finger, I'm telling you. If you end up having any difficulty getting that shimmer to stick, because it, for me, just works so much better when I use my finger. It's so beautiful. Wow, I love this color combo. The blue with the raspberry. It is so gorgeous, Tati. And it's something we do not see a lot of. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. It looks so good. Freaking out because you know, I say it in almost every live swatching video because there's almost always a shade like this in the ColourPop palettes. And I always think it's a waste because the glitter never sticks. Tati figured it out. It's just unbelievable. Do you see how beautiful that is? I'm so excited. Tati, this color is insane. Again, I know it's applied a little roughly because I was using my fingers, and if I was doing an actual tutorial, it would go a lot better. Just so you guys can get the idea, there is Poet in the Sequin formula. It is my favorite sequin, I think. Next, we're getting into Sequin. Nope. Next, we're going into Poet Metallic formula. Pretty. It's pretty. It's nothing we haven't seen before. There's nothing at this point that's really making me go, oh my god, it's amazing. But it's nice to have. People will use this color. It is a beautiful metallic. It's obviously much more toned down without a wet brush. So I'm excited to wet the brush and see what it looks like. But very pigmented, went on beautifully, as most metallics do. But yeah, it looks great. Let's go ahead and try it with a wet brush. I almost wish this one had a bit of like a blue duochrome to it to kind of go with the Sequin formula one. I just think that would look cool. That definitely brings out the vibrancy and obviously gives it a really cool foiled effect. Yeah, look at that shine. It's really pretty. It's not my favorite just because it's nothing super, super unique, but it's a nice little cranberry shade. If you guys like these tones, it's gonna be really nice to really use. And last but not least, we have Poet in the glitter formula. This looks like a beautiful pink, but there's flashes of purple sparkle in there, which is really fun. Oh, I love this one. This one and Ritual, I think, are my two favorite glitters. Yeah. The pops of purple in this one make it like super duper special. Again, I don't know how the camera will pick up on it, but I love them so much I like don't even want to swatch them because I don't want to waste a single speck of glitter. It is so pretty. Oh, Tati, you did it, girlfriend. You did it. I love this palette. Oh. Do you guys watch Aphrodite on YouTube, the pop culture psychic? I don't believe in psychics, tarot cards, horoscopes, nothing like that whatsoever. And again, I always make this joke. I am a Capricorn, so that would be very true to my character. I need like physical in my face proof that it's real and I don't believe it. But yet I watch all his videos and I hang on every single word. I'm like, really? Like, there's like nothing factual. But I adore him and I'm glued in so much. And I normally like, I hate the, what is it? What is that woman on the TLC show? The Long Island Psychic or something like that. I can't stand that woman. Long Island Medium, is that it? I don't like that other little cute blonde boy who does it. I can't stand them. But Aphrodite, I stan. I do. I don't know what it is. There's something about him I really like. Anyway, I'm just watching him while I like remove each eye swatch and I'm like, oh, you don't say. Okay, so last but not least, you guys, we're jumping back to the front of the palette. We are in the Memory family. I don't want to live swatch all of these black eyeshadows. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is gonna be a huge mess. I hate live swatching black eyeshadows, but we're gonna do it. So we're starting with the matte formula. This is gonna be such a biatch to remove, you guys. You have no idea. And I'm passionate about my matte blacks, as you know, so I'm hoping Tati does not disappoint. Let's see. It's so black. It's so black. It's amazing. It's very nice. I mean, I knew I loved it from the tutorial, but just to see it all on the lid, it makes me really excited. I know it's a matte, but there is somewhat of like a satin to it, I believe. At least that's the way it kind of looks like on my lid. You guys, I don't want to take this one up too high because it's a nightmare to remove. So, and it's just a black shadow, so I hope you get the point there. But it is opaque, it is dark, it is black. I know from the tutorial I was able to build up a beautiful dark crease with it. Yeah, I really like it. So there is Memory in the matte formula. So now we're getting into Memory in the Sequin formula. Again, I'm going to take my finger and having the best luck this way. Oh, this one's beautiful. It is a black, but there's like purple and lime green glitter in there, which again, I don't know if it'll show up on camera that way, but it's awesome. It's not like just silver glitter, you know what I mean? Oh my god, it's beautiful. Try this formula with your finger. It is mind-blowing. It's actually beautiful. And it's making me want to retry some of those ColourPop shades that I hate for the glitter falling out, because I wonder if I use it with my finger as I'm doing the Tati shades, if it will actually stick. Oh, it's really pretty. Again, it is just a matte black, but it has that sequin element of the glitters, and the glitters are purple, they're lime green. I will say, even me right now, just looking at myself in my mirror that's like directly ahead of me, I don't see the green and I don't see the purple. It just looks like silver to me. But when I take like a smaller mirror, for example, and I look up close, then I see all that color. Then I see the purple glitter. So I don't know if that matters to you, but just take that into consideration. We are getting near the very end, you guys. Now we're gonna go into the metallic shade of Memory. This looks beautiful. I love how almost blue it looks. I'm really excited for this one. You guys know I love my smoky tones. This one's very textured as well. I would definitely press this in instead of like a swipe. That way you can prevent, you know, the most fallout that way. I love how almost like gritty it looks with a dry brush. I really like that finish. Let me make sure I'm in focus. I can't tell, but Yeah, it looks like gritty with a dry brush, and I really, really like that. It's that sexy glam grunge that I'm always going on about. Let's wet the brush now and see what that does. That definitely makes it more like sleek. It almost turns it more into like a chromy, grungy silver gray, like a cement, I don't know. But you do lose a little bit of that grunge when you use it with a wet brush, but you do kind of trade for this really cool metallic. I love them both. I love how they both look different depending on how you apply it. I mean, the same shadow looks different. Not they both look different, but one shadow can look two different ways just depending on how you apply it. So I really, really like that. Obviously, I haven't removed this shadow yet. We're on the very last one. We're on the glitter, and at this point, I just want to go wash my face. So I'm not bothering with removing that one just yet. I will do that when I go wash my face now. Okay, yeah, memory, glitter, very last one. We'll just go ahead and do that on this eye. A lot of you are probably like, why did you do all the shadows on one eye? I do a lot of these live swatching videos. If you're new to my channel, I do these all the time. What I've come to learn is I would really rather have one irritated eye versus two irritated eyes, especially because now I'm gonna go, it's 8 p.m. I'm gonna probably be editing till about 3 a.m. Hopefully not 4 a.m. Last night was a 4 a.m. I have another live swatching video coming up for you guys. And to do that long night of editing with two irritated eyes is the worst. It's much better to have one just quite irritated than to have two that are irritated, if that makes sense. Sometimes I switch off and I go back and forth between both eyes, but just I've learned the hard way. It's better to have one irritated eye than two irritated eyes. It just is. So let's pop this on this eye. Ooh! Oh my gosh! Oh, I love this glitter. This is so cool, you guys. Think of New Year's Eve with this eye. My goodness. I applied that like dumbly. But anyway, that is cool. You have black, you have silver. I don't know that I have another glitter that's like this one. And I think I see little blue sparkles in there if I'm not mistaken. But I love it. It's like a super like dark, sexy disco ball. I'm into it. I'm digging it. That is fun. And we can have a lot of fun with this. I am so proud of Tati. This palette has been wonderful. I'm like getting a little teary because I'm so excited for her. This has just been fantastic. The whole palette, I mean, we've tried every single shade now. No disappointment. Absolutely no disappointment. The only thing I struggled with slightly was the sequin shades, but I think near the end we figured out definitely how to use them to get them to stick. I'm excited to keep using those. I'm excited to actually wear a full look to see how long the glitter sticks, just specifically in the sequin row. You guys, you cannot go wrong with this palette. Whether you're advanced, whether you're a beginner, I think you will reach for this most definitely. You will get your money's worth out of this palette, and I'm just so excited to see what Tati does next. This has been a long time coming for her. I can't think of anyone who deserves this more than Tati does, and I can tell she put her heart and soul into this palette. And Tati, just congratulations, and just so much more success your way. I pray for it. I hope that you just kill it in the makeup game, because I know she's honorable. She's someone I trust. You know, she's someone I want to see do so damn well. So Tati, congratulations. You have so much more amazingness coming for you. I already know it. This was a great first start. What a great palette to just like launch her brand with, to really build the foundation. This is fantastic. Tati, I'm so excited for you. You guys, let me know if you already purchased this palette. I know it did sell out. I think she did say she was going to come out with it at least one more time before holiday. It should be arriving around December 15th. So if you missed it, definitely keep an eye out for that. Watch Tati's social media. Follow Tati Beauty on Instagram and all that stuff, so that you can be notified the next time it you know, is back in stock. Because I think there was going to be one more back in stock, like a big back in stock, and then there was going to be one more small one with like limited quantities. If I'm remembering that correctly, I'm not sure. But let me know, did you guys get your hands on this palette? Do you still want it? How do you feel? I want to hear your opinions. And yeah, thank you again, Tati, for sending this, and such a sweet message. It really meant the world to me. So thank you for that. I love you guys. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!